Hi, my name is Lauren Beckstead, and the title to my presentation is Helping Furry Friends. To start off, I have a video with like just a bunch of different funny animals. Can you hear it? Okay.
Hey man, call police.
Okay, you gotta look into this picture. 1, 2, 3, smart.
It's a stampede!
Archie, do you love George?
Comfortable, let's go outside. Or stay there, be in the house.
Anybody hungry? Anybody sleepy? Anybody having overweight?
Eat you!
You're nice about you. I like
Here's what you want.
Who's your best friend? Who's your best friend? Who's your best friend?
Oh, you're a cute one. Do you like Snoopy George?
Are you guys hungry?
I don't know why it stopped. Should I just go to the next slide? Okay. Oh.
Fluffy, I'm gonna eat all your treats.
So a little bit about me. I am the oldest of 5 kids. I have one sister, Megan, who goes to Culminating. I have 3 brothers, Chase, Dallin, and Bryson. I also have 2 dogs, Sasha and Bella. Sasha is a mountain dog mix, and Bella is an extra large miniature dachshund. I have 2 cats, Zula and Nala. Nala is right next to my dachshund. We call her Crazy Eyes. I love any outdoor activities that include like camping, hiking, or biking. I love to do art, reading, crafts, and I I love playing the piano. This is one of my favorite quotes that is in the Humane Society where I volunteer. It says, "To the world, you're only a person, but to a rescued animal, you are the world." And also 3 of my animals are rescued. So volunteering at the Humane Society. I chose this project because I love animals and I want to help them. It's pretty easy to become a volunteer. You basically need to fill out the online application, get a parent signature if you're under 18, and there's a short orientation process that follows afterwards. How it's unique. I get to work with animals and people, and this kind of helps. I'm a very shy person, so it kind of helps to be more open with people. It looks good with applications for college, and it also teaches you good veterinarian techniques on how to handle the animal, and this is one of my dream jobs. So my 5 objectives, they are to learn the needs of each animal, help clean and show each animal, help organize and clean other necessities, exercise, train, and entertain, and help potential adopters. And this is Harley. He's one of the dogs I walked. So my first one, I first need to understand the food, water, and the type of interaction each animal prefers, and the specific comforts to their kennels and for them, like their bedding, their toys, and like blankets, so that it can feel like home, which is also a big part for the animals because if you don't interact with them, they can get kennel depression, which can get them really sick and they could possibly die. The entertainment they prefer is Duke. He loves to play fetch, but when he would go get it, he would run in the opposite direction and he would go and bury it. Bree loves the cat wands, the ones with like the little feathers at the end. And Pepper, he loved the stuffed animals, but he was more likely to destroy them instead of play with them. My second one, I had to bathe and groom the dogs because when they would come in from pounds all over states that are nearby Washington, they would come with like matted fur, dirt, and like mud. It's the same with the cats, which I had to brush and clean up the hair afterwards. And it was also just to help them look clean and nice for when people come to look and see if they are wanting to adopt them. So that's Jasmine and Duke again. My third one, I needed to help with the laundry, which there was a lot because they had a lot of animals, and some of them weren't potty trained, I guess. So there'd be a lot of messes in the kennels. I also needed to help clean and pick up the playpens where we would go and play with them, just to let them run around so they're not on the leash. Food organizing. We were only allowed to do some of it because they had them stacked a certain way, because if it were to fall over, it would be like a hazard, I guess. And we also had to clean up their food and water dishes. So. My fourth one is to exercise, train, and entertain. I needed to walk or run with the dogs just to get their hyperness out. I needed to help train the ones that are in training. We actually got to help with a dog named Lily who was learning the basic commands of like sit, come, and fetch or like retrieve. And she would go off to like an academy for dogs, and like, they could get like awards for this. We were only allowed to let the cats out one at a time because when they would come in, they didn't know if they had a disease or not, so they didn't want other cats to get infected. And I basically was just play with the animals, and there's 4 of the animals, some of them. My last one is to help potential adopters. I wasn't able to take pictures of the people who were interested because it was like a privacy kind of issue. So basically I just got to show them the animals, let them hold it or walk it, whatever they preferred. And I was able to give information on the dog and to see if they were house trained, if they were good with children or other animals. And then I answered any questions, and these pictures are of me helping their photographer get photos of the animals so then they can put it on the internet or like Facebook, just make sure that the animal gets out there so that they can get adopted. This is my demonstration. The top left is Buddy. He was one of my favorite cats. He was by far the largest cat that was there. He was about from here to here. That's his chest and his butt, not including his head and his tail. But he was the sweetest cat, and he didn't like scratch you or anything. He just wanted to, I guess, be loved. In the middle is Jasmine again, but I put this on here to kind of show you. It looked like she was glaring at my camera, which was pretty fun. And Titus is a Rottweiler mix. He was one of my favorite type of dogs, and he was, let's see, I think 4 months old. So he was like a bundle of energy. And I added this slide in to kind of show you like rare opportunities that happen in the Humane Society. Like this is Joel. He was a 17-day-old bunny. He was very soft, and we learned how to handle them properly because they are fragile, like very fragile, and you could break their spine if you don't hold them right. This is Ludo. He is the 3-legged cat who was attacked by 3 dogs and survived. This is Ryder. He had a brain tumor and he survived. So basically they had him there for a while just to make sure that he was recovering and just to make sure that he would be okay before he would get adopted. And this is Travis, who was the one-eyed cat because he lost his eye due to a eye infection that could have, if they had not taken out the eye, it could have like infected his brain and he probably could have died. These are the only 2 baby puppies that I was able to see while I was there, and it's really rare to have puppies, so we kind of took advantage of holding them and making sure like they were okay. And I put this picture of 2 lambs. The vet that works there, she brings them to work with her to kind of see how they would react with like other animals, because she owns like a farm and she wants to get like a dog. She wants to see how they would react. And my last slide. Basically, I learned a lot from doing this, and it may seem just like I played, but I gained an experience on how to handle animals and how to take care of them, and it basically was an awesome time. Any questions? Okay.
You appear to be tuning up the anything else to that?
My what?
Your guys seem to be tuning up their voices to keep track of the name.
I do not like speaking in front of people, so yeah. I think all of it, because I love animals, and one of my dream jobs is to become a vet, and to do that I kind of need to understand the types of different dogs, just to make sure that like if they're angry I need to know the signs before I like get bit, which I could have gotten bit if I hadn't checked before I opened the kennel door. So yeah.
Do you want to work with animals?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How many hours?
51. While I was there, Duke got adopted, which was really cool to see because he was a handful, which he knocked into my brother's knees, which I wish I got on camera, but he was just hyper. Basically, I think at least 5 were adopted. Any more? Okay. Oh.
What do you mean by demonstration?
Demonstration just kind of show that how I'm just interacting and just kind of show that I'm actually like with the animal, not between like cage or something.
Okay, you said that you were able to tell they would be good with children and that. What did you look for that?
Well, I actually had a family who brought their kids, and as far as the Humane Society knew, she was good with children, but she's just very hyper, and she was bigger than their oldest son, which she kind of like steamrolled him, and he started crying, but we kind of had to tell the Humane Society that they said that she's just hyper, and if we work with her more, she'll kind of get used to children and she won't be as hyper. So.
And how do you determine age?
I don't exactly know yet, but it kind of goes with the dog and what size they are, and just basically how long they've been there, and they kind of added that to what the person who found them or had them before told them. So.
And then do you guys name them, or do they come in with names? How does that work?
Some of them didn't have names, and they had 2 kittens that came that were, like, they said they were siblings, but they were different colors, and they named them Tom and Jerry because one was gray and one was like orange. And they basically just look at them and they play with them, and they kind of, I guess, pick a name for them.